students, this is Neha Sharma, your English language teacher. Today, in this video, we will cover something very interesting related to poetry. Do you know the oldest poem is 4000 years old? Poetry is one of the oldest form of expression, which also saw the rise of legends, William Shakespeare, William Wordsworth, Pablo Neruda, to name a few. What makes poetry so intriguing and beautiful? Let's find out. For that, I am going to tell you something which is very interesting, which is known as literary devices or poetic devices. Let's know what is literary device. Literary or poetic device is a technique which a writer uses to produce special effects in his writing. Let's see. I have written here a list of some poetic devices. First one is simile, second metaphor, alliteration, personification, oxymoron, hyperbole, anaphora, repetition, onomatopoeia, enjambment, refrain and imagery. These are some of the literary devices which we are going to learn today. So let's start with poetic device number 1, that is simile. So let's know what is simile. It is the comparison between the two things or persons by using like or as. Let's see some examples of simile. I have taken one line of poem here. The bride hath paced into the hall, red as rose she is. This line is taken from poem Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Let's see, as we are doing simile, so I have told you where we have to do the comparison between two things. They may be unlike, right? But we have to guess like and as word here. So I have written here red as rose she. So red as rose she means I have compared the bride with rose, because as and as word is being used here. So the bride is being compared to rose here. This type of device is known as simile. Let's see one more example. You were as brave as lion. So you were as brave as lion means you have compared with lion, because as word is being used here. So third one, they fought like cats and dogs. So they fought like cats and dogs. Here is what I have compared with cats and dogs, because I have used like here. So you have to keep in mind always when you are getting one simile somewhere in literature, so that should be comparison of two unlike things with the words as and like. Let's see second poetic device, that is metaphor. Let's know first what metaphor is. Metaphor ho gaya? Let's know something about metaphor. Metaphor is used to describe a thing by mentioning some other things. Also, metaphor is used when something is directly related to another without drawing any line of distinction between them. For example, all the world is a stage. Her dress is a rainbow. He is a shining star. The calm lake was a mirror. So let's see where the metaphor is being done here in these sentences. I have done all the word is a stage. So this word is compared with the stage. But here you have to keep a thing in mind always. Metaphor and similes are almost same, but in simile we use word as and like. These words are used in simile, but here in metaphor you will not get the words as and like. The comparison is being done same as similes, but we will not get these words as and like. So you can see here in this sentence, all the word is a stage. So word and stage are being compared here, but we are not using words as and like here. In second sentence, her dress is a rainbow, means I have compared her dress with a rainbow without using the words as and like. He is a shining star. He is a shining star. I am not using he is as like that. So I have used here I said here he is a shining star only. So it's a comparison between he and the shining star. So he and the shining star. The calm lake was a mirror, means it is the calm lake was looking like a mirror. So like a mirror, I have not used here like, but I have directly written here the calm lake was a mirror. So mirror and lake, calm lake are being compared here. So this kind of poetic device is known as metaphor. Let's learn personification. In case of personification, we give human abilities to an object. Here non-living things are related to attributes. It means the human qualities we use to give to an object or an non-living things. See some examples. Lightning danced across the sky. So lightning danced across the sky. Here we need to understand that who dances? Who dances? Persons. As it is personification, so the persons, the things which the persons do, those qualities are given to the non-living things. The qualities of the persons are given to non-living things. So here we can understand that lightning danced across the sky. So actually quality of dancing is being given by nature to human being, but we are giving that quality to lightning. So lightning danced. Clear? So this is what? Personification. My flowers were begging for water. See who begs? Persons. Clear? But here my flowers were begging. So who is getting that ability? My flowers. So my flowers, I am giving that quality of begging to my flowers. So this is again personification. The moon smiled at the stars. Smiling, who smiles? Persons. So smiled. The moon smiled. So I have given the quality smiling to the moon. So this is called personification. Start next one, which is known as oxymoron. An oxymoron is present if two completely opposite words are used together. Let's see some examples. There are some phrases and proverbs which are helpful to understand oxymorons much better. He is the honest thief. Now you can understand a thief, how he can be honest. Means honest and thief both are just opposite words. So this is one example of oxymoron here. Number 2, modern dancing is so old fashioned. Now modern dancing and old fashioned. I have used modern also here and old also here. So when these opposite words are being used in a particular phrase or in sentence, so those are the examples of oxymoron. The next one, a joke is extremely serious. Now extremely serious issue, like a joke is a serious issue, it cannot be possible. So oxymoron, this is also an oxymoron, that how a joke can be serious. Some more examples to understand it much better, like the words will be written together without any gap, right, in your text. For example, open secret. This letter is an open secret. So open secret, this open, whatever is secret that cannot be open, right. So this is what? Oxymoron. Growing smaller, the person who is growing, how he can be smaller? So this is what? Oxymoron. Painfully beautiful. So these are also opposite terms. Clear? So the opposite terms which are being together written are known as, in a phrase, are known as oxymoron. Examples of oxymoron. Dark, light. So dark and light are just opposite. Bitter, sweet. It's a bitter sweet. So bitter sweet, bitter means bitter, which is bitter in taste, and sweet is very sweet. So these are the words, these are the examples of oxymoron, and to make it understand very well, I have just given you these all the things, examples from which you can understand and like it much, how the things, the opposite words can be. And for one more example I want to give you to understand. You can create many oxymoron with that technique. Suppose, think of a fruit, right? Like mango is of yellow color, but if I'll say the opposite color you have to bring here, like black mango. Clear? So black mango means that is oxymoron, something which the object is actually is of different color and you are giving that different color. So that is again the creation of an oxymoron.